Hello everyone. So I'm just going to continue from where I stopped the last time. But before then, I want to make a quick changes to our hero section. So for this navigation menu right here, we will likely be using a fixed position because we want our navigation to be fixed to the top while we are scrolling through our website. To do that, we're going to come here and make it fixed. So you can notice that our hero section has been shifted to the top. This is because this navigation menu is no more relative to our desktop breakpoint. So I'm just going to add some padding to the top of our hero section. Let's give it a padding top of 170. So if we preview our website now, it's looking better. But this navigation menu is not looking very good because it's not on the same site with our hero section. So to fix that, we're just going to make our navigation menu to be 90% relative to our desktop breakpoint because we already set our hero section to be 90% width, and see here it's 90%. So I'm just going to make this one 90%. I'm going to first of all remove the padding on the left and right. I'm going to make this 0, then 0. Then I'm going to make our navigation menu to be relative and then give it a width of 90%. Now if you preview our website, you can now see that they are all on the same site. So what I'm going to do next is to check the next section in our website. Just going to click here. You can see this is just a text. I'm going to copy this first text and then look at the heading. This is a heading 2. So I'm going to come here, click on T on my keyboard and then paste. I'm going to make okay, this is already a heading 2. So I'm going to duplicate this, move it here, and then come back here and copy this and paste. I'm going to make this our paragraph. So what I'm going to do next is to make these two texts a stack. I'm going to click on this and click on this and then make it a stack. First of all, make the height fit content. So the reason why we can't make our stack a fill width is because it doesn't have a parent stack to fill. It's just standing on its own. So in fact, we can't even set it to fill here. If I click on fill, it can't go to fill because it does not have a parent stack to fill. So we can just leave it to fixed for now, and when we drop it into our canvas, we can change it from there. So I'm just going to drag and drop it into our desktop. So while clicking on our stack, we're going to make this 90% width because we're going to be giving most of our sections 90% width. And I'm going to make this text fill. I'm going to also make this text fill just for responsiveness. I'm going to make this text to be center aligned and also make this center aligned. For the stack, I'm going to give it a gap of, let's say, 38. or 34. I think it's better. Then I'm going to give it a padding of 100 to the top and 100 to the bottom. Or let's make it 70 to the top because there's already space right here. Now let's check other breakpoints to see if we can make some changes. So I'm going to reduce the padding at the bottom of this and also at the top a little. Let's say 140. I'm going to still reduce the bottom to, let's say, 40, and the bottom of this to, let's say, 80 for now. I also reduce the cap here. I'm going to just make it 19. I reduce the bottom padding here, maybe 80. I'm going to reduce the bottom padding of this to maybe 20, so it can look more nicer. Well, I'm also going to reduce the gap here. It all depends on your preference on what you want your website to look like. So I'm going to make some changes in our paragraph style, and that is the line height. The line height is just the space between each line. So I'm going to make this 1.6 for paragraph. So we have more space in our lines. So I'm going to just check the next section in line. So we have the heading here. I'm going to copy this, come here, press T and paste. I'm also going to copy this, press T and also paste this. So the next thing I'm going to do is just to turn this to a stack and make this fit content. So I'm just going to be working on this layout here, and I'm going to just click on this. As you can see now, this has been turned to a component, and component is just very important for reusability. So I'm going to come here and check the style for this. This is a H4. So I'm going to come here and then on my keyboard I'll just press T and click on 01. I'm going to make this a heading 4 and change the color to this color right here. So I'm going to copy this text here. We're just going to go back to our canvas, click on this and then copy our text from here. I'm going to duplicate this and then paste our text. I'm going to change the color and also change the heading. I'm going to duplicate this, bring it here. I'm going to copy this and then paste. I'm going to make this tree a stack. Now I'm going to make, instead of horizontal, I'm going to make it vertical. I'm going to align it to the left. I'm going to move this 01 to the top. I'll make the height fit content. I'm going to make sure this fills the stack. So instead of clicking through all of them and then making them fit, I can actually hold my control key and click on this one also, and then just set it to fill. Both of them will be fill. That makes our work easier. So I'm just going to turn this tag to a component. You're just going to click Ctrl Alt K. I'm going to name this as process. So now we are already in our component section. So for the paragraph, Prima doesn't have the ability to create bullet points yet. So what we can do is to copy either from a document, or I'm just going to copy this um, bullet point here and paste it here. You're just going to click on variant 1 and then paste it. So I'm going to delete this, and also so I'm going to copy this and come here and paste it. Copy this and then also paste. So the next thing I'm going to do is to group our elements. I'm just going to click on this, 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 and this, and then I'm going to give it a stack which already have fill and fit. I'm also going to increase the gap here. Let's give it a gap of, let's say, 16. So we can now change the radius. We can either change the radius from here, or we can use this dot right here and then give it a little bit radius here. So the first thing I'm going to do is to make all the content to be variables, and then I'm going to click on this first content. Where it says content, I'm just going to click on it, create a variable, plain text. I can give it a name. I'll give it a name of, let's say, number. And then also this one, I'm going to create a content, plain text. I can give it a name of, maybe say heading. Also this one, create a variable, and then I can give this point. Same for this one. I can give it point also, or point 2 and point 3. Point 3. So the next thing I'm going to do is to go back to my canvas and then merge this stack with this one. I'm just going to create it to create another stack. I'm going to make the height to be fit content. Then the width of this should fill. This also should fill. And I'm going to make this stack also to fill this. Set it to fill. Then I'm going to make this heading to align to the middle, and also this is also aligned. Next thing I'm going to do is to drag this and drop it into our canvas. So we're just going to drag and drop it to our desktop. So now this is our section. I'm going to make this to be 90% width as usual. Then I'm going to duplicate this component. I'm going to duplicate it and then make this component a stack. After making it a stack, then I'm going to use a grid layout to arrange this component. As I've said, grid helps us arrange our content in the order of rows and columns. So if I click on grid right now, you can see now that our content has been arranged automatically for us. So I can just give it a gap of, let's say, 16, and then we actually don't have much to do here. So I'm just going to click on this particular component. I'm just going to set it to the middle. Click on this just for precaution's sake, in case we are going to be viewing on a larger screen. I'm just going to set it on the middle. So I think our tablet version is also good. Then for our phone breakpoint, I'm just going to click on the grid, and then instead of making the columns to be 2, I'm going to make it 1, and we are good to go. So the next thing I'm going to do is just to give our stack a padding of top and bottom. I give it 80. Let's see how it's going to look at 80. I'm going to reduce this to 40, increase this to 100. Okay, it's looking good here. It's also looking good here. So what I'm going to do next is to give our section a gap. I'm going to give it a gap of 38. So now let's preview our website to see if there's any errors we need to fix. Okay, it's looking good. Okay, so as you can see now, this navigation menu is being fixed and is overlapping our text that is right here. So we can fix this. And also this text right here is being stretched by the site too much. So I'm going to also fix this. So apart from that, I think our website is looking good. I'm just going to reduce the padding here also. So first of all, I'm just going to go to our navigation menu, but we are not able to go to our navigation menu here because of this hero section. So what I can do is to click on this hero section and then press Ctrl L on our keyboard, or I can just come here and then lock it here, but the shortcut is better. I'm going to press Ctrl L on my keyboard to lock this hero section. Now we have access to our navigation menu. So what I'm just going to do is to give this a background blur. I'm just going to go to filters and then go to background blur, and then come right here and give it a background blur of, let's say, 41. Now if you preview our website, you can see that our website is looking better. So the next thing I'm fixing is this text right here. So I can give it a max width. That means it won't be more than this maximum width here. I can give it a max width of maybe 80%. Let's see. And also give this a max width of 80%. Or let's make it 90%. And also this for 90%. So this is looking much more better. Let's check it out. Okay, this is better. So I'm going to reduce the padding for this hero section. I'm just going to unlock this. I'm going to just click Ctrl L again to unlock, and then for the bottom, I'm just going to give it, let's say, 70 pixels. So if we preview now looking a lot better. Alright, I'm going to stop here for now. See you in the next video.